Hey there, guys. As I was just saying, my name is Neil. Right now, it's just past 10 p.m. in Sydney, so thank you so much for having me. It's probably a little earlier for you over there. You're probably in Europe right now, so it's a real pleasure to be meeting you and having a few minutes with you. So, as you can see right here, I've got a QR code, and if I'd invite you to grab your phone and give it a scan. There'll be a little bit of an interactive piece to this. So yeah, grab your phone, grab your camera out, give this a scan. You're probably all a bit used to this now that QR codes have become a bit more prevalent now in our day-to-day. But yeah, I thought I'd chat to you guys today about the prevalence and emergence of event replacement with gamification. And you may have seen this kind of coming out in gamification. And here at Gamify, I thought I'd give you a little bit of background about who I am, who Gamify is, and what we've been seeing this year. And it's been certainly a very interesting year, as I'm sure you guys are all aware. So give us a scan and have a play. I'm sure you can see what it is once you give it a scan. So just to let you know a little bit more about who I am, let's make sure I've selected the right thing here. One sec, here we go. Cool. My name is Neil, and I'm part of Gamify. I don't know if you can see this, but a little bit about me. I love cars, I love running, I love The Simpsons, that keeps me young, and the running affords me to eat a lot of carbs. And just to give you a bit of information about Gamify, we started over in 2011 by a gentleman named Johnny Shannon. He's our CEO. He grew up with super heavy dyslexia, and that's, he only got through his schooling through actually playing games, and that's how he has been able to learn. And so it's a super important thing in his life to be able to play games, and that's how he's actually kind of grown up. So super close to his heart, and as he's becoming an entrepreneur and a successful startup entrepreneur, he started up Gamify. And with Gamify, in 2016-17, we've had some successes. We've won a Microsoft Innovation Award and got an IBM Beacon Award, and we went on Shark Tank. I don't know if you guys have Shark Tank over in the UK, but we went on there and had a bit of a chat. As I'm sure you can appreciate, we want to work with some of the biggest companies in the world, and we're lucky to have done that in 2018 and so on and so forth. And we're having some new things coming out as well. And I just thought I would talk to you guys about Gizmo, which is our new tool, which helps agencies be able to market to their clients with gamification. And I thought I'd talk to you about Dell. So case in point, Dell in New Zealand this year came to us in March. And March was a super interesting year for us in Australia and New Zealand and the world, really. It was when we went into lockdown as a majority. And a couple of weeks in, we had Dell come to us, and it was a super interesting brief. They came to us and they were asking, hey, we usually travel around New Zealand, and we have a massive conference, and we have these arcade machines set up to have a bit of a physical gamification aspect in our presentation, but of course we can't do that. So what can you do for us? And so we released over a 5-month period. We released 3 games that helped Dell run a virtual arcade, and we ran a few games for them, and they were able to actually gather a bunch of data through their games through an online platform and using Gizmo, which is pretty cool. And what we usually talk about with Gizmo, my screen might be mirrored there, so I do apologize, but I'll continue anyway. Is it adds another arrow to your quiver. So it effectively it adds it's a platform that gives agencies around the world really access to our game library. They can jump in there. There's no coding required, and they can go on and make their own gamified campaigns, which is pretty cool. They can boost their profit margins just like Dell did. They don't have to pay retail. They came to us and they paid us a subscription fee. They took their games, they made their own, and they went and embedded it on their platform, and were able to ask some really cool questions through game quizzes and all sorts of cool things to be able to get a bunch of market research, which was fantastic. You can run multiple campaigns on the platform, and we've been able to utilize this really powerfully in agencies where, obviously agencies have more than one client, so they're able to run up to 7 campaigns all at once every single month. And they're able to obviously boost their profit margins through charging out a retail amount for that. So it's really flipping the whole standalone campaign on its head and allowing people to really take gamification and be able to run it in their own hands without having to use specialized, highly vertical startups and agencies like us. It's pretty cool. The benefits, and I can still see that's reversed, so I do apologize for any of those trying to read on. Of course, I'm probably preaching to the choir here, but we're boosting positive brand association, and with Gizmo, people are jumping in there, and agencies are jumping in there, and they're being able to run these gamified elements, and of course put their brands to it. And of course, when you're running a game, instead of running a traditional ad, you're able to obviously boost dopamine and release those endorphins whilst people are playing games and seeing your brand associated to it. So it's super powerful. We see, I don't know if you guys can see this, but you can see the platform kind of popping through there, and we actually see on average an 82% engagement rate, which is super cool to see. And you're able to actually read that all through the platform, which is pretty fantastic. We see on average, this is a pretty facetious kind of slide, but if you got to ride on the shoulders of giants sometimes, but if you can see, we're comparing our click-through rate to that of a Google search ad. And the Google search ad average is about 1.91%, but we've been seeing through our marketing efforts, we've been seeing about an average of 58%, which is pretty awesome. And we're staying connected. We've connected up to MailChimp, and this is pretty powerful. We're using the open MailChimp API to be able to connect into Gizmo, so that when people run a gamified campaign, it automatically can populate MailChimp audiences, and you can automate email campaigns, which is pretty awesome. And that's pretty much it for me talking about Gizmo. I thought I'd ask you guys a couple of questions. Sorry, I thought I'd open up the audience to see if you guys had any questions. So go for it. I'll just scroll down here. I've got a chat. Oh, cool. It's not reverse. Awesome. Cool. Screen is fine. Awesome. Oh, that's cool. Dungeons and Dragons in the UK. That's awesome. Cool. Yeah, 10 p.m. A little bit tired, but that's okay. I thought I'd stay up for you guys. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Cool. I'm seeing here, what's the program called? Can someone write it up here? Cool. So the platform is called, I'm from Gamify. I'm the general manager for Gamify. I apologize if I've spoken really quickly, but the platform is called Gizmo. That's Gizmo, just like how you would imagine it's pronounced and spelled. If you jump onto gamify.com/Gizmo, you'll be able to check that out. I'll just see if you've got some questions popping through again. Cool. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much for all your input. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually just going to, just to kind of demonstrate exactly what we've seen. Here we go. Awesome. This is fantastic. Oh, I've just closed that. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, where did it go? Sorry, guys, this is a bit of a rookie move. Oh, no. I've lost it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for writing that in. Oh, there's a QA tab. Fantastic. I'll open that up. Cool. So I've got some questions here, and forgive me if I'm going overtime here at all, but we've got some Ken from, sorry, my screen's a bit small here, From Jennifer Lyle, can it integrate with other email provider systems along with MailChimp? At the moment, Jennifer, we've integrated with MailChimp, simply being that, you know, they are kind of like the most well-known, at least over here in Sydney, the most well-known platforms. So we started with them, but we're certainly at a stage where we're still growing. So we would love to be able to integrate and open up our API and maybe create a webhook app to be able to connect into not only just MailChimp or emailing providers, but also into other CRMs and CMSs. That's our dream. Another question from Jesse Weird. Question, have charities used your service and how effective is it for them? Awesome question. Cool. So fantastic question. So thank you for that one. So funny you ask, we actually ran a game with a charity up in Brisbane. I don't know if you guys know where Brisbane is. It's just north of me. I'm in Sydney. And what we've seen with those guys is they were actually giving away a Mustang, an old Mustang from that was a replica from the movie Bullet. And they ran a game. If you jump onto our game library page, they ran a game called Desk Menace, and they completely redesigned it. And instead of collecting coins, the car had to collect a bunch of raffle tickets. And at the end of that, they ran a live leaderboard, just like I failed to do. And I'm so sorry about that. I'll try and get it back up. Yeah, they ran a live leaderboard, and it just looked fantastic. And so they're now doing a live pick from that. Cool. Can Gamify Gizmo use advanced features such as social media tasks for rewards, time spent on activities for rewards? Awesome question. Jesse's just firing out these detailed questions. I love it. Oh, look at that. Toby, you are a wizard, sir. Thank you. Cool. Am I able to, oh no. Okay, what I'll do is I'm gonna make that full screen and I'm gonna pull it over to my TV. There we go. Awesome. Can you guys see that? Fantastic. Cool. So we've got some, man, I don't know if I apologize if I'm saying this incorrectly, but Nam An, you're killing it. Fantastic. That's super cool. So we've got a question over here. Can Gizmo use advanced features such as social media tasks for rewards, time spent on activities for rewards? Look, at the moment, we actually run, the platform has a full live dashboard that gives you things like average play time, how many unique players you've had, how many social media shares you've had across all platforms, as well as it gives you a full data capture, and you can export that by yourself. At the moment, you can see where people are sharing to social media tasks. And you can also set up standalone rewards within the platform. However, what else is there? Or time spent on activities. At the moment, you can't see exact time spent on activities. However, you can see time spent within the game, which is pretty awesome. What else have we got here? What other ways of informing customers about those games during campaigns, mails, something more? I mean, how customers can know about such games in a campaign? What are the ways of informing customers about those games during campaigns? Cool. If I apologize if I haven't interpreted this question correctly. I'll just bring it back over here. The ways that we see clients utilize their game campaigns the most efficiently is through traditional means. So they're using Facebook ads, Google ads, social media ads, as well as we have a full media team. So if they can afford it or if they have it within their budget, we can make full animated promotionals for them, as well as shoot promotionals for them. And then that can obviously go out through social media channels. So that's kind of what we're seeing in way of education and getting the word out there. What doesn't work well in your experience? That's a great one. Any current clients we can look at for a live demo? I can see that's a, okay. Some great questions. What current clients can you see for a live demo? At the moment, for a live demo, I'm not actually allowed to show you any live ones that are running. I can show you posts. If you want to head over to gamify.com/, case studies that has a bunch of past case studies that are some of our favorites, but under our agreements, we're just not allowed to show some live stats or anything, just because it's their data and because it's live and ever changing. In terms of what, coming from Andrea, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Please, I apologize if I'm wrong. What doesn't work well in your experience? We see a common occurrence for us, and I'm just being aware of the time. I'll wrap up in just a sec. But a common occurrence for us is people, clients come to us and they say, hey Neil, I want to make a game and I want to make it, 5 levels. I want to have a really intense, like long narrative run through it. And I want to make sure that there's a really complex kind of thing delivered. And, that's fantastic. And we love seeing people's dreams come to life. But what I always tell our customers is we're living in a super, super bite-sized world right now. And so I always encourage them to move with, single level games that are bite-sized, that can be played, straight out of Instagram, straight out of Facebook or LinkedIn or WhatsApp. And you can just jump in, start playing just like you guys have. And within seconds, you've got a reward, you've captured some data, and you've captured emails to be able to start remarketing back to them. So what I see in more of a generalization, just to keep things simple, I always remind customers, hey, let's keep it super simple. Remember like Space Invaders, remember Frogger, remember Mario. Try and keep it nice and simple, and just let people have fun with it rather than trying to make something that's multi-layered and just bloated. So yeah, just keeping it nice and simple. We've got any new ones coming through? Cool. I'll just check if we've got some more. Cool. Can you provide an in a nutshell summary for an... Okay, we got one here. How did Gizmo change how companies create marketing campaigns? Cool. So just a quick one for this question right here. All good. I've got probably another 2 minutes, but just in a nutshell, I just did a very, very quick brief and a quick overview of how Dell in New Zealand used our platform Gizmo to be able to create a gamified campaign over 5 months, over 3 games, and they staggered a release and did a digital arcade machine through a kind of like a landing page setup. And then I went in and spoke about Gizmo as well a little bit. Super, super top level. And if you guys wanted to know a little bit more, jump onto gamify.com/Gizmo. And if you want to set up a meeting with me or you want to, chat about it more than happy to do it. I realize that 20 minutes is, you've got to jump through those chats. How's Gizmo changed how companies create marketing campaigns? Just the last one for me tonight, or this morning, or whatever time it is for you guys. How has it changed companies creating marketing campaigns? Look, we like to use the term, it adds another arrow to your quiver. So over here in Sydney at least, and we see over in the States as well, a lot of marketing campaigns, they offer, they'll go, okay, let's do some ads, let's do some Instagram, let's do a video, all the traditional means of advertising, even display. And then with Gizmo, it allows allows agencies to confidently say, hey, you can actually do a video game that's completely branded, capture all of this data. The data is super rich, the stats are amazing, and it's actually super cost effective. And so that's how we've seen the campaigns kind of transform. Eric, not sure what you mean by that one, but all good. Cool, I think we have a winner for tonight, and I'll finish on this one. So Nam and Warrenika, you guys are the 2 winners, and thank you so much to WatchTech and Lauren Day, I think it was. Lauren Day, and I can't pronounce that one, but thank you so much guys for having me and giving me a few moments to speak about gamification over here in Sydney. And if you want to talk more, just head to Gamify and send us an email, and we'll connect again. But other than that, that's it for me tonight, guys. So thank you so much.